Hello, my name is Mark John Butich Jr. As a U.S. Merchant Seaman, I've been shipping out to the Marine Firemen's Union at 240 2nd Street, San Francisco. I believe it's 94105 for the past since 1990. After 1998, when I bought this house, a debt collector started contacting me and telling me that I owed $35,000 on a Greenpoint Financial loan for earnest kit for the house across the street. On January 7th of the year 2000, that debt collector that I didn't know the name of at the time threatened to have me arrested and imprisoned if I failed to pay the $35,000 to them for Greenpoint Financial and earnest kit. And so I guess the charge of arrest and imprisonment would have been for arresting me for failure to pay extortion and imprisoning me for failure to pay extortion and extortionate demand of credit. An extortionate demand of credit is a criminal act. Extortion demand of credit in maritime and admiralty is another criminal act. So, like right here, USC 46, section 1111, 5 ones there. It's limit on amount recoverable on a voyage. When a seaman is on a voyage on which a written agreement is required under this part, not more than $1 is recoverable from the seaman by a person for a debt incurred by the seaman during the voyage for which the seaman is signed on until the voyage is ended. I'm not responsible to pay $1 towards my own debts under Title 46. Now, if I'm not responsible to pay $1 towards my own debts under Title 46, why would I be responsible to pay earnest kit's mortgage? I don't know. But according to the state of Nevada, it's apparently a true thing. Because when I found out who they were in May of 2005, which was when they were calling me Seiko Yamada and telling me I owed a $82 November 2004 electric bill, and if I didn't pay it, well, of course, you know the story. Well, I found out who they were, and I went down there to confront them. And they had me arrested. I was on my way to the range because they're like two blocks over from the indoor shooting range down on Arville. So my weapon, which was not required to be concealed because it didn't have a concealed carry permit, and wasn't concealed because I didn't conceal it, but I had to remove it from the saddlebag of my bike because people had seen the weapon inside my saddlebag while I was locking it up, and to be a safe and prudent gun owner, I couldn't leave my gun unattended and unlocked in an unprotected case. So I had to take it with me, and when I took it with me, I went and made sure there was no sign saying no guns permitted here. All I wanted was a letter stating that they were going to stop calling me. I got a letter from Aragon Collection Agency. Aragon Collection Agency wrote me a handwritten letter stating that they were not looking for me. They were looking, it's right here. It's to whom it may concern, we were looking for Seiko Yamada through telephone number 702-658-3570. We do not have any business with whomever has this phone number. And it's signed by a guy that I later found out his name is, what is his name? Anyway, and on 52505. And I called and contacted the Federal Trade Commission and got their input and had them do this and that. And so this is like a confession saying that they were contacting me for someone else's debt. Now, I subsequently contacted Nevada Power Company, a company that I did own stock in at one time. I got a letter reply on July 20th of the year 2005. This is in response to your letter dated July 3rd, 2005, regarding issues you have encountered with Aragon Collection Agency. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience you were caused by Aragon. Please be assured they have been notified you are not responsible for another customer's bill. As you are aware, your telephone number and the other customer's telephone number were listed as the same number. I wasn't aware of that until I got this letter. Mr. Butich, Nevada Power Company values you as a customer and appreciates your excellent credit rating with our business for the past many years. Jeff Cirelli. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, sir. But, so here, they're telling me that they're sorry, and I was subject to a malicious prosecution. And I sent this letter to Shelley Berkeley, subject malicious prosecution by the state of Nevada to prevent reporting of violent crimes involving extortion in maritime and admiralty. My current attorney at the time, Dan Winders, Nevada State Bar 1569, told me his political future practicing law prevents him from continuing to make me whole, obtain compensation for damages, and recover my physical property held by the court. Well, my career has been destroyed. If you destroy a merchant seaman's career, that falls under 18 USC 11115. If you try to collect the debt, it's under the 1111 whatever. Now, I had an allotment going to my mortgage back in '99 that I discovered in 2006 while sitting here waiting for my speedy trial that only took 2 years and 9 months to obtain, and then the trial took a whole day and a half. So, you know, that's a real complex trial. You know, 3 cops testifying against 1 merchant seaman, and then the jury saying, no, that's wrong, he's not guilty. Okay, I had an allotment that has to be under prescribed regulations. It has to be approved by the shipping commissioner. It also has to be regulated by the Office of Clearance under the U.S. Customs. So the U.S. Coast Guard Office of the Shipping Commissioner and U.S. Customs Office of Clearance. Office of Clearance makes sure that the allotment is paid properly before it allows the ship that's paying it to leave. 4 payments of $1,000 each were embezzled from Maritime and Admiralty. Now, embezzlement in Maritime and Admiralty comes with like a 15-year penalty. Embezzlement from a mortgage comes with a 30-year penalty with a maximum of $1 million fine. So 4 payments of $1,000 each were embezzled from Maritime and Admiralty, headed to a VA home loan. So now, the Veterans Administration failed me, the U.S. Coast Guard failed me, the U.S. Customs failed me, the Marine Firemen's Union failed me, Chase Manhattan Mortgage Corporation failed me. How many more agencies have to fail me for me to lose my house? And how many times does a debt collector have to call me and tell me that I'm 5 or 6 other people that before I can get it stopped? And then when I go down to court, Ernest Kitt filed a wrongful foreclosure against Chase Manhattan Mortgage Corporation in front of Judge Jackie Glass. She dismissed it. He had embezzled payments that she wouldn't look at from his mortgage, a Fannie Mae loan. Yeah, and I got the proof here, and I've seen it, and because I had to go find all these people. Now, I had a VA loan where 4 payments were embezzled, and Judge Jackie Glass, when I told her in open court in 2006, she just said, oh, I'm sure you got more damages than that. And then in I mean, here's a law that's crazy, right? 461110, protection and relief. Seaman's clothing. The clothing of a seaman is exempt from attachments and liens. A person detained in seaman's clothing shall be fined not more than $500, imprisoned not more than 6 months, or both. My clothing is being held by the court now since January of 2006 when I took it in for evidence, to show that my gun couldn't be concealed under the motorcycle jacket if it was hanging on my waistband on my belt holding up my pants. It's amazing, isn't it? Well, anyway, time's running short, but and then Judge Jackie Glass, she stole my neighbor's house, she stole my life, and now she's overseeing O.J. Simpson's life. Good thing, isn't it? I don't know. You tell me.